Look, meme coins aren't dead. Right now, they're just misunderstood.
Do you think that Solana's peaking because of Trump coins, etc.?
It's
Yeah, but
something.
it hasn't even started.
Yeah, it's something that you have to like.
What do you mean it has started? The biggest Solana coin just dropped, and that's what made it go to $300.
Exactly.
It just started.
I went on Aiden's stream last month, and I honestly said the market was just getting started. And I do not think that it is over. I know that the market conditions have been absolutely terrible. Meme coins, I mean, every single chart looked like it's just heading to zero at this point. This is pretty much every single major meme coin chart right now looks like this. You go on new pairs, and it looks like absolutely nothing is graduating. It looks like new coins are being made at the speed of a snail. I mean, we used to have new coins coming out every second. And then obviously the price of Solana going from almost $300 down to like 120 definitely does not help the market, the sentiment, meme coin specifically. Before the video starts, I want to talk about something real quick. Look, there's a lot of scams going on. I will never ever DM you on Instagram. This is not my page. This is fake. This is not my page. This is fake. These are all scams. My only socials are the ones linked down below. My only Instagram is Orangie YT. I do not have a Telegram where I'm going to DM you. I will never DM you asking you for money ever, okay? The only socials I have in the description down below, that's it. Don't get scammed. I've been trading meme coins now for just about a year. And I remember in July, things got really, really hot. Here was like a lot of celebrity meta, a lot of Andrew Tate meta. And at the end of July, like the same thing happened. I think it was like a lot of like war fear that was going on back then. And that caused a crazy dump down to almost like 110. Look at this candle right here. And we ended up recovering when the market felt like 10 times worse than this. I think it's like, this is a super exaggerated dump in my opinion. I think we have had way worse news. I think like right now we have so many like pro crypto things happening in the world that like I think we're oversold. I think that people maybe want like a break from the trenches, a break from like meme coins or whatever. But I think we recover. I think there's just like way too many bullish things happening right now in the ecosystem for us like not to see a retrace here. Obviously, this is a crazy pump. We had the U.S. Strategic Crypto Reserve announced, and they announced that they were going to have Solana in it. We bounced from the 120s to 180, and that entire pump got deleted. Like, we literally just erased this entire pump, a whole day's of work. The very next day, we dropped back down to like 140, and we've just been like hovering around this range. We're at 145 right now. Like, back then, that dump was because of like a lot of warfare. I mean, comparing that market to like today's, I don't see what this dump is like for. I don't see like why this meme coin trenches thing would end right now. I think there's a lot of bullish things happening for our industry. I mean, Brian Jung, who's another YouTuber that I'm sure you guys watch, just met up with like one of the people at the Senate, calling him a rising star in the crypto community. Like this is fucking awesome. Like when was this ever happening? Never. We don't have like, we've never had like the president shilling our bags everywhere. Like I think they're due for a very, very, very bullish market soon. And look, I could be completely wrong. Like maybe that was the top. Maybe the bull run is over. Whatever. Why not give it a shot? Like you don't lose anything from giving this a shot, right? From giving like trying this meme coin stuff out a shot. One thing that is 100% true is that the people who were trading back then, who were trenching every single day, who were staring at this very screen every single day back then, like they were enormously rewarded. I mean, you look at people like, I don't know, like just any trencher you may think of, like just go on KOL scan, look at like, I don't know, like Cupsteel, whatever, whoever it may be. Like they were putting in extreme amount of time during dead markets, right? Because like when the market looks like this and there's like no coins coming out, like barely every few seconds, opposed to like, the craziness that we've gotten in the past. Like I truly think that like trying to learn how to trade meme coins right now, trying to learn as much as you can about on-chain, as much as you can about like the meme coin market, meme coin mania, like could end up rewarding you a lot. Like if the market picks up again, you're gonna have a huge head start from everyone who is like fading it, everyone who is like, the market's dead. Like why am I even gonna like bother? Why am I gonna waste time doing this? Like that's my honest opinion. In my last year, I've seen the cycle completely change. I've seen it from like holding communities, right? Something like Popcat, like SPX, to very, very fast rotation markets. Obviously, people want to trench, they want to make profits fast, and obviously it's like something I do as well. But I have completely seen like this rotation market just happen over and over and over again to the point where like, the people who don't have time to be trenchy didn't want to be a part of meme coins anymore because there's no like communities being built. The one thing that I do think will happen is I do think like holding meme coins and communities are going to come back in a way, in honestly a better way maybe. I've seen a lot of different metas throughout this last year. And I mean, I've seen markets way worse than this, right? Like sentiment right now is way worse than the actual market itself. Honestly, think it's a matter of time before we're back. Obviously, with meme coins, there's always been two different ways of making money. It's holding meme coins that you believe in, and it's trenching, which is like rotation markets, like what we do in Potion. What I do is just like really fast paced, news based, narrative based trading. We're like in and out of coins within like a few minutes. But I want to go down like both of these avenues, right? Like holding meme coins can make you money, right? Like if you find communities you resonate with, you're able to front run narratives, you're able to like holding a coin and trying to make money off holding is basically like believing in your ability that you can spot something going viral. Sort of like Peanut. You guys remember Peanut, the little fucking the little squirrel animal? This is Peanut right here. This is my drawing of Peanut. Like if you can understand the type of narrative Peanut was, right, and how big it would get, and that Elon Musk would talk about it. And there's been so many examples of like people front running a narrative, then Elon Musk talks about it, right? Like if you can spot some major world event that's gonna be spoken about everywhere, right? Like if your local news media just said like there's a dog with a robot arm and it's getting some crazy world records, and you're able to understand that like hey, a community might form around this, right? Which might not be the best example, but like if you're able to just understand that, then like your ability in holding something can make you a shit ton of money. I want to talk about like specific examples, right? Mog, K Money. I think a lot of you guys know the meme coin Mog, and we'll just look it up if you don't know it. You know, this is Mog. Very, very cultural phenomenon. Like a lot of people that love this coin. There's like a huge cult community of Mog. Mog went to billions of market caps. It got listed on Coinbase. One of the most successful coins of all time. And K Money, who is a influencer on CT, was a very, very big believer in Mog. This is K Money, by the way. And he ended up making a shit ton of money off of Mog. This is all he did, right? All he did was like believe in one particular coin and community and hold it for a very long amount of time. I don't know if he was like actively trenching. I don't know if he was actively trading. All I do know is that he out traded every single trencher I know just by holding a coin he believed in. And that's just like one example, right? Like there's been millions of coins that are like slowly going up, and if you can find them early by trenching and you want to become a holder of that coin long term, like these are very two different avenues of making money, and we'll get into both of them. But look, I want to give another example, right? Like Thread Guy, who's another KOL, Thread Guy, who's another crypto influencer. He believed in Goat Coin, which is like an AI coin. We've talked a lot about Go. We saw Go when it was bonding off Pump Fund on this channel. It's done a lot of stuff. He lost $500,000 on it, on his public wallet, but he decided to believe in something, right? And there's a few cons of like holding, right? I want to go ahead and talk about all of it. Obviously, your capital is tied up because if you decide to believe in like Mudang coin, right, and you put like a lot of your eggs in that basket, then you don't have enough eggs in another basket to go trenching. And I would say trenching is probably higher risk as well, so you're definitely losing some eggs. Other than that, like if you make a mistake trying to think about the narrative, right, and you can make the mistake that causes that attention to like obviously another mistake here is the attention. Like, is that project you're betting on gonna guarantee get that attention? I think this is why tracking wallets is super important, right? This is why confluence is very, very, very important. It's why trading alone is very, very bad, because you want to be able to talk to other traders. You want to be able to trade with other traders, whether that be in a group like Potion. You know, you join Potion, get opinions on the tokens that you believe in. And if enough people believe that, like, yeah, you know what, this token may end up blowing up, then like you have this additional confluence. But if you have 1,000 people telling you like, yo, that token is really dog shit, you know, the chances are it may be dog shit, or maybe not. Maybe it goes to the moon. But like chances are, if like you have 1,000 people in the market saying no, it will probably be no. I think this is something very, very important too. Like, look, if you decide to hold a coin, other big news in the market could completely kill your coin. I want to give you an exact example. The other day, there was a coin called Dilbit that came out, right? And I'll bring this up. So I thought Dilbit could be a really, really good coin. So I personally saw Dilbit when it first came out, right? And I was actually in really, really early. I was in at like 500K. You know, it went up all the way to 4 mil. And then on February 25th, February 21st at 12, Bybit, that's a very big crypto exchange, got hacked for $1.5 billion by North Korea. Think about how big of news that is, that it caused my narrative to completely die down, right? The news of Bybit getting hacked by North Korea caused this token that I decided to believe in to go all the way down, lower than my entry, and I ended up losing money on this. And then obviously, there's always catalysts that you cannot control. And in this particular scenario, it was Pao, who is like a very, very influential like crypto influencer. He said like, "Hey, I think the narrative on this coin is really good." By that time, I had already sold, and this coin ended up, going back to all-time highs. But obviously, market conditions right now are really, really bad, and this coin right now is dead. Even though, like, should it be dead? I don't know. I think the narrative is good, and like in better market conditions, maybe there's something that could have ran a lot higher. But it had so many like roadblocks happen. So it's just an example of like big news could kill the coin you're deciding to believe in. Um, One of the reasons I like trenching more than holding coin. Yeah, obviously, I mean, there's tons of coins that people have held and made a lot of money on. XPX 6900, Popcat, Giga, obviously Pengu as well. I lost a shit ton of money on Pengu. I became a community member. I'm still holding on my Pengu, Brett. And then obviously, we have to talk about like Cabal versus community. Like you're able to make money in both of these by holding both of these, but you have to understand that like in both of these scenarios, like you can lose a shit ton of money. Let's go over like Cabal coins first, right? These are more of like the insider coins. These are more of like the coins that you're probably gonna get fucked on the most, but like some of them still end up running very, very high. I don't want to like say any specific examples because I do not want to call anybody out. But like Cabal coins or like insider coins, usually have a lot of bundle supply. They usually pay a lot of influencers. Um, Sometimes they'll even PvP with community coins. I guess here we can kind of go about specific examples just because like there's so many. I don't want to call anyone specifically out, but like for example, Nero, which is Doge's like the new Doge dog, Doge 2.0. There were a lot of Nero coins, and there were like some community ones, some Cabal ones, and there was a lot of PvP happening back and forth. The community, everybody couldn't decide which Nero ended up pumping, and eventually like it just ended up to that attention like completely going away. You need to ask yourself, like, do I want to trade these type of coins? Does the market need this? And you need to get good enough at realizing what type of coins are Cabal. A lot of this will come from like your knowledge about CT, the culture, Twitter in general, and then obviously community coins. A lot of the times these are completely organic, or maybe not. We'll go like specifically about this. They usually have no KOLs, but like they don't have like any paid KOLs usually, but KOLs will like naturally fall in love with these project and like kind of just support it organically, right? And something here I had said was like, do communities become Cabal? Like, for example, Mudang, which is like a very organic, Mudang was like a hippo, was very famous. I think it was like a very organic coin, but like they did have a team behind Mudang because they needed somebody to run the socials, run the community, and the Mudang team ended up making a lot of money off of Mudang, but every coin needs a team behind it. And you could potentially call the Mudang team the Mudang Cabal, right? But they honestly were just like a team that organically formed. There was somebody running the Twitter. I think that Twitter got like reposted by Elon Musk or whatever. So those people who were like pushing a Mudang, MOG, MOG, SPX 6900, like there's always like a group of people who maybe have a lot of supply. Maybe they didn't even make the coin. They just came together and decided to be like, I don't know, the Popcat Cabal, the Pengu Cabal, like whatever the case may be. Just like I would try to learn the differences between these two. I think some Cabal coins are really, really obvious. We have like some crazy coins that go to like 200 mil in like a week, and then they just straight down, you get dumped on. And yeah, that's the game that you decide to play when you decide to hold coins long term. And maybe some examples I can think of right now are just like kind of like TikTok meta coins. Like remember the Huz and stuff. Like Huz had certain people behind it that were pushing that coin, but there was like a huge community around it as well. So the difference between Cabal and community can be a little hard to like differentiate. But this is like pretty much what you're choosing to do whenever you decide to hold coins long term. Obviously, some Cabals can be good. They want their tokens to go to multi-billions. Obviously, some communities can be more negative than others. You kind of have to pick your poison here, but there is money to be made long term holding coins. Now, obviously, my personal pick is trenching. It's what I've talked about on this YouTube channel forever. I think you have the ability to front run community CTOs, Cabal launches, any narrative you may think like may happen. You're able to like literally front run some Cabal coins. Like I've seen Cabal coins launch on new pairs on Pump Fund and end up running to like 100 mil coin plus. Any narrative that you may think about, like Christmas with Rismas, for example. TikTok metas, holiday metas, celebrity metas, and I think trenching can give you like a really, really good start here. For example, like I personally front run Mother, which was Iggy Azalea's coin, and back in like summer last year, the trenches were hot with celeb launches. There were like only fangirls making a shit ton of coins like all the time. I was interacting with like all these crazy celebs on Twitter, And like all of these guys, all these rappers, these athletes, whoever, actors, whatever, 99% of them are here to extract. I mean, you even have countries launching coins right now, and a lot of these like people who are doing this don't even know what they're doing, right? I mean, in their eyes, they're just getting paid to tweet out some like random letters that are a pump on CA, Solana meme coin, and they know like there will be no repercussions. So a lot of these people don't even know that they're farming you, to be honest. Like, I'm sure a lot of these celebrities have no idea what the fuck a pump fund is, have no idea what a Solana meme coin is. Someone just comes to them in an Instagram DM. They're like, hey, I'm gonna give you 100K. Just tweet this. They'll tweet it. Whoever did that will extract like hundreds of thousands, if not millions, from the ecosystem. And that's honestly what happens with most celebrity coins. Not like Mother though. Feel like Iggy has like actually kind of stuck around, but just like with examples, this is what happens. All right, let's talk about trenching. We're a little deep into the video, but like this is what my specialty is. This is what me and my friends have made a lot of money doing. Trenching is a 24/7 rotation market. The market never ends. Well, I mean, recently it looks a little, this looks a little dry right now. We have a 100K runner here, 180K runner. There's still some money to be made. Obviously, when SOL price recovers and the market just overall goes up, I think the trenches will be back 100%. Look, guys, March 7th, there's a crypto summit happening. I feel like by March 7th, if all goes bullish, we should definitely be back in the 180 plus area. Not financial advice. I don't know what I'm saying. That's just like my personal opinion. Look, trenching is extremely time demanding, right? Endless farming happens, endless rugs happen. But the possibility of catching that like 100x coin, that 1000x coin, is real. I mean, there are traders just like you that make a shit ton of money a month, millions of dollars a month, hundreds of thousands a month, a few thousand a month. With trenching, the thing that you gotta understand is like you really just gotta do this right. You gotta play trenching right, right? You need to be using the right tools. Go join Potion. You gotta be using the right trading bots. Sign up for Nova. Like you need to have like everything available to you. Tweet trackers. You gotta be able to check if something is a scam, like really hacked. You gotta be tracking wallets to understand what people are buying, to understand like what this rotation market really even is. Obviously, with trenching, I think there are certain edges you can acquire in the market, like whether it be using tools, whether it be making friends, whether it be like not trading alone, whether it be the amount of time that you put in every single day here, whether it be like just keeping up with news, front running narratives. Like I think that this is like probably the best option for a lot of you. Some very, very basic things that need to be said. Never ever copy trade. Do not ever set up a copy trade bot against any of the top traders. Like they will 100% farm you, 100% rinse you. The only reason you should be tracking wallets is for consequence to understand what other people are trading. If there is some big news that happened and you ended up missing that news, this is why you're tracking wallets. Track wallets to become lazy yourself when you feel burnt out. Like trenching is a game of how much time can you put in. Obviously, you are gonna get burnt out. So if you decide to go play, a video game while you have like new pairs open on your right, track wallets on your left monitor and just like play a video game in your center, and you won't miss anything because like you're tracking these wallets that are super, super active that will like pretty much tell you what the fuck is going on at all times. And pretty much the same thing, just track the wallets to understand what the majority of the market wants to buy. This will help you understand confluence, never trade alone, always be in a group, whether that be Potion or Shocked, Pastel, whatever. Just pay for paid groups, join free groups, meet people on Twitter. It's super important to be on Twitter. CT is like one of the most 100% important things. I'm going to make a list soon of like who to actually trust while trenching. But well, that's for another time. Meet people inside of Potion FNFs. Follow people on leaderboards like KOL Scam, but never ever blindly follow them. Anybody could be farming you. I could be farming you. I'm not. Follow Memecoins on Twitter. He is somebody that shows that something is literally possible every day. I think Metal tweets out every single day, different tweets, different coins that ran in like the most horrendous market conditions. We had a coin run at 30 mil yesterday. Please, it was a meme by Mr. Frog about JD Vance, and it ran at 30 mil. People made millions of dollars off of that coin in some of the worst market conditions ever. Obviously, shit is still happening every single fucking day. And that's really it, guys. I mean, I don't have any secret formula. I don't have any secret strategies. Meme coins right now are misunderstood. I think that they'll be back. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. It's Orangie, and I'm out.